Okay, I'm gonna just start recording there because where's the oh wait. There we go. Huh. Okay. So to explain to explain this beginning bit as we start up, I'm mostly going to be talking about the game a lot, but I'm also going to be having some interludes talking about some of the stuff that I started writing in my story. So, I've been trying to think of like a good name for it. Like let's go into this. I've been trying to think of a good name for the actual like story, you know? So God de Lumios is the train station, and Hotel Z is right here. In uh, but I have to think of Lumios City as it would be with World War II era tech, and I would have to think about like certain things that I'm seeing that wouldn't actually be there, like in the past, that is a little bit more grounded. So like all of the like hologram tech wouldn't be here. Like a lot of the like more urban development stuff would also go away. But overall, just like the layout of the city is something that instantly got my like head going. So like we need to go up here and we need to check out like some of the stuff up here. Um, I forget. Yeah, Juan, Rouge, Magenta, Blue, and we're currently in the Vert. Bonjour and welcome to the Pokemon Center. Yeah. Uh, anything else I can help you with? I'm good. I think you already healed up all my Pokemon. Speaking of which, we need to actually, like, we need to actually continue the story a little bit. I don't want the start immediately to once again be a, oh man, that audio is, a lot louder than I want it to be. I have to have something in the background to make it so that my headphones don't turn off, like I mentioned before. I'm like, oh, that, like, spiked up in temperature? Not temperature, sound, whatever. I think I might mention this to a few of my friends, but the more I learn of a bunch of different languages, the more and more it's coming out of like how ESL I really am. It's so it's so odd because it's just like I I said some kind of idiom like backwards apparently to like a coworker, and he just stared at me for like 2 minutes. I'm like, what are you saying? I'm like, man, am I actually like losing my Americanisms? That's funny. Uh, because every once in a while I'll mention the fact that like uh that I'm technically like my first language is technically Spanish, but it doesn't come out every once in a while. And one of my family members said that once I actually get more fluent with Spanish, they expect my old accent to probably come back. Mm. Sorry, eating some gummy worms. Hey, me putting in timestamps. Put it in about here. Just like put the rest of it just being like, you can skip this. Whenever you see that green light, it's marking boundaries of a wild zone. There are areas where you could battle and catch the city's wild Pokemon. We keep getting more wild Pokemon in Lumios, so wild zones were set up to hang out in. The different wild zones have different Pokemon living in them. Now let's get you catching some Pokemon. You'll feel better with a bigger team. Yeah. Into the wild zone we go. Don't forget, if a wild Pokemon comes at you, be ready to roll and dodge its moves. So one of the things that I'm trying to achieve playing this game is to actually catch, is to not only catch every Pokemon, but get an alpha of every major Pokemon on my team, whether or not it's shiny. So it's like, it doesn't matter if it's a shiny, I just need it to be alpha so it has better stats. See that little Pokemon that popped out from behind the taxi? That's a fletchling. You should try to catch it. It's pretty relaxed, so it won't want to run away unless you attack it. Perfect for catching practice. Yeah. So just like in the other Legends game, you use the ZL to focus on the target, and you use ZR to aim the Pokeball. And then you let go of it, and you can cancel it by pressing the B button. Have some pulls. Yeah. Press and hold, and then you can focus. Makes it easier to aim. The chevrons on the side is how easy that Pokemon is to catch. So focus on them. Out of I think 4 is the highest it can go. Then hold, and then you release. Ah, so close. Like, you saw hitting a Pokemon with a Pokeball doesn't guarantee you'll catch it. But don't worry. One more good donk with a Pokeball, and I bet you'll get it. Thanks for approaching me. And then, oh yeah. Hitting a Pokemon from the back increases your chances of catching them, which is actually kind of cool. Yeah, that's one fletchling caught. Pokemon you catch will join your team and battle alongside you. Gathering more Pokemon to battle with will help you become a better trainer. I think you're ready for a spicier challenge. That Pokemon called Bunnelby. It's more aggressive, so if it spots you, it'll attack. But it's okay. All you gotta do is have your trusty Pokemon attack the wild one and lower its HP. Yep. First step to catching aggressive Pokemon is sending out your partner Pokemon. Select it with left or right and then press up to send it out, and then you press down to retrieve it. Yeah. It's actually a really cool system, but unfortunately there's so much stuff in the way of me being able to see it that I sometimes forget that it's there. Oh, whoops. I was using the wrong hand. I was using the wrong hand to, I got, like, so many water bottles right here. Like, I keep getting them from my, my supervisor at work because they don't want me to collapse. It's like, oh no, it's like, you just worked 5 hours without a break and about to go to lunch. You need water. I'm like, what do you mean? Well, you're cooking now. That right there is how you catch wild Pokemon. One more thing. Crouching helps when you want to sneak up and catch Pokemon. It's harder for Pokemon to spot you if you're crouched and hiding in tall grass or something. You must be itching for more Pokeballs, so you can catch more Pokemon. Here, have some. You obtained 10 Pokeballs. If you run out of those, you can just buy more at the Pokemon Center. You need 5 Pokemon species to get that prize, right? Let's catch them and head to that research lab. Okay, you need to register 5 Pokemon. Okay. Yeah, so you got these tiny little, like, sparkles on the ground. And usually those are things to sell. Yeah, as a team right now, it's an okay team. Oh, what do you know about potions? So if you see a character with yellow text above their head, it means that they have an item for you as well. You should take some to use them for your Pokemon that you got hurt in battle. Using potions is a great way to heal up your Pokemon without visiting a Pokemon Center. Okay, Scatterbug. Yeah, so the way that this game basically works is that the game firmly believes that you are going to capture a bunch and then get rid of the Pokemon that you don't think are going to be useful. So what you need to do every single time that you catch a Pokemon is go in and look at which stats are good or not. This is something that I am incredibly anal about because and this is not, okay, this is not about me, like, wanting a competitively viable team. This is me just, like, wanting to have good Pokemon to play. So I don't, like, feel like that I'm, using Pokemon incorrectly. So what I do, okay, what I do is I pull up, a very specific chart that is on, Bulbapedia. That chart is called the EV yield. So, the EV yield is what the Pokemon is basically known for, and its stats will be based off of the things that it gives you are based off the stats that it has. For instance, base stats for Bunnelby is going from the top down of HP, attack, defense, special defense, and speed. 38, 36, 38, 32, 36, and then 57, with a total of 237 for its base stats. For context, when it evolves into a Diggersby, it goes from having an EV yield of 1 speed to an EV yield of 2 HP. So, and if we were to go down to its overall stat spread, it now has a total of 423 with 85, 56, 77, 50, 77, 78. So, as you could kind of see, all if it's like defensive things, not if it's offensive stuff, goes up. Especially with this game in which speed is really key to getting your stuff back. It's kind of important. So when I see something like this where it's, okay, speed is up, attack is down, that's pretty good, but what we actually need is special attack down, defense up. Defense up, attack down, that's a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to boxes. Yeah, keep them for safekeeping. Take this Bunnelby. Wait. Take this Bunnelby. There. Okay. So this is we actually need to catch like one more Pokemon. Oh my gosh, I'm missing it so hard. There was I like how we both used Growl at the same time. They're just yelling at each other, which is very bird-esque. Yeah, so if we were to go back to our stats now, check summary for this fledgling. So no no boosts. What you could kind of surmise from that is probably HP, but if the thing that a Pokemon is known for is its HP, that's probably not a good thing to use in battle, unless you're using like a competitive stall deck and stall deck. Like I'm still talking like I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh. A competitive stalling Pokemon. So yeah, this fletchling that has a special attack up and attack down, probably not going to be what I want. Let me just pull up fletchling. An EV yield of 1 speed, which then evolves into Fletchinder, which gives an EV yield of 2 speed, which then evolves into Talonflame that gives an EV yield of 3 speed. So what I actually want is I need a fletchling that has low special defense and then high speed. There we go. Oh, there he is. I know I saw one other Pokemon in here. A Weedle. Can I heal by talking to you? Or... Because I think you're gonna stop me if I try to leave through this way, right? Okay. No, he still lets me do that. I do find it kind of interesting that the difference between the two things is that there are the highlighted balls on the ground that you can pick up, but then there's also like the flakes on the ground that automatically get grabbed. I'm gonna be weird about this and keep at least one of each of the treasures in my bag. Heal my Pokemon up. No, I'm good. So, again, this might sound really weird, but I really want to have a good, set of Pokemon right from the beginning. So, again, defensive stats, low offensive stats, high speed, low special defense, so we have Scatterbug, which gives us an EV yield of 1 defense, which evolves into Spupa, which gives us 2 defense, and then it evolves into a Vivillon, which gives me 1 HP, 1 special attack, and 1 speed. So it drops all of its defense to basically become a special attacking character. But then again, I don't really have to worry too much about a Scatterbug because I'm actually getting a better Scatterbug than just a regular Vivillon right here. And then we have Weedle. So Weedle gives 1 speed, and then gives 2 defense, and then we have Beedrill, which is 2 attack, 1 special defense. Which I always forget that Bug is a physically damaging bug. So like high. So yeah. High attack, low speed, probably? So I know for a fact that we can get more Chikoritas later on when we actually get into endgame, but for right now, this is Chartreuse and will be our ride and die for the rest of the game. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to markings. And just give all of them this. To show that I like everything about it. So has nothing, so I'm gonna list it as having HP. And what I want to have is I want it to have speed and special attack. I was literally just looking at it. Why am I... My biggest problem, and I've mentioned it a few times, is that I have the worst memory in the world. If I'm not looking at something, if I haven't written it down, I'll forget. So what I... Okay. So, change markings. Going from left to right is HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, speed. I once heard someone say that, like, the proper way to look at it, if you want to be, like, weird about it, is that it's attack, special attack. So it's attack, nah. It's like, I was trying to, like, refit it. It's like, nah, everything about this fits. Okay, so we have, what we want is in blue. Yeah, what we want is in red. What we don't want is in blue. So while it is on HP, we don't need it on HP. We actually need it on something else. So just leaving it as just red right leaving blue right there shows that that's the thing we need. And then having those two highlighted is the things that we need upped. Okay, so attack and defense. So what we need is we need right now special attack we need to go down and defense we need to go up. So we actually do have the right defense. We just need a special attack to go down. There we go. So we don't need defense, but we need special attack. And then this one was high speed, low special defense. No, regular defense, because it's going to be hit by a lot of special attacking moves, like ice and electricity. Sorry. Yeah, electric, so it's going to need that. So, high speed... And then we need high attack with low speed. Special defense. The worst part is that you can't even see, like, the, you can't even see the markings from the outside. Okay. We're back over to here. Okay, so if we pull up the map, we can actually see that there's, different things that we can catch here in the wild zones. Do you care for a sample? Yeah. We're giving away one Lumiose, Gelée to, I forget how it's supposed to be pronounced. It's Lumiose, Gelée? Because it's supposed to be like, you're supposed to pronounce it like sorbet, but it's gelatin, so it's gelée. Again, I don't know French. I'm... It's like, I'm from a Spanish background, so like, everything about French just feels upside down. On the house for new customers. I'm trying not to eat my food. Like, in the middle of talking. You can only give one per customer, sorry. Turn around. We're gonna play clear. Yeah, I was like, I should probably not be using a flying type to try to fight an electric. Okay, so Flaffy. Sorry, Marie. Flaffy's the evolution. Okay. So, one special attack, it evolves into Flaffy, which has 2 special attack, which then evolves into Ampharos, which I'm guessing is 3 special attack? Yeah. So, what is its least applicable stat? When in Mega Ampharos form, it has a really high special attack, but low speed. Because it drains some speed for... Yeah, it drains specifically speed, and then gains 100 more distributed with most of it in special attack. I can also check the Pokelathon, the Pokathon stats on this list. Okay. Yeah, it looks like that its dump stat is speed, and we should instead put the speed in put the stats into special attack. Yeah, so good special attack, low speed. Ah. Yeah, so yeah, I've changed up my marking scheme like twice already. This is not good. Uh, defense up, which is the thing I need. Attack down. Okay, so yeah, so I listed it as having both the attack and defense targeted stats, but I actually need to have one of those be targeting special attack, so that's how that works. I'm still not sure whether or not I actually should do special attack or speed. Okay. So it feels weird because it feels like that I should be targeting both attack, special attack, and speed. And then it's like, well, I also want to have, and then I want a low physical defense. You know, it's like it feels like that's what I want to have. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's low defense, high speed. Eck. Again, uh, yeah, low speed, high attack. Yeah, none of them are the proper ones, so I'm gonna leave it like that. Hmm. Mareep. Okay. Man, sorry, I had to like reach over to my I had to like reach over to like grab my phone. For some reason my my mod settings are no longer on my actual screen. Okay. There's 2 left, and I can't remember which ones they are. Yeah, sorry. So I've been like running in and out like the whole time. I literally could have been spending this time talking about like my story stuff, but instead I was lost Pokeballs. Hey friend, ever wonder where your Pokeballs go when you miss your throw at the wild Pokemon? Well, no, wonder no more. I collect them. So now that we have that established, I've collected one for you. Okay. I guess I must have missed a Pokeball at some point. Whenever you've lost some of your Pokeballs, come and find me. I've got you covered. So, the thing is that if a Pokeball breaks, it's gone. But if we just blatantly just missed the ball, then we could go reclaim it, which is kind of neat. Again, my biggest problem is that like I get way into the weeds of playing an RPG every once in a while, so like it's hard for me to like play certain games normally. Like that part for like I'm glad that like I'm someone that doesn't really have too many live people, but like I still feel like really self-conscious about like basically having just like we're already at 30 minutes on the recording, and most of it was me just staring at the screen. My brain really wants me to finish those lyrics to that song, but I have absolutely no idea how many people actually know what song I would be singing. How goes it? Got your 5 species of Pokemon? Nice. Now just go into the lab and claim that prize. I've got an errand to run, so I'll catch up with you after. I'll get in touch if anything comes up. Can I just say, I love how absolutely based it is that the Legends series are anti-Nuzlocke Pokemon games, because they're like, no, the point of the game is that you is not the fact that you run around and you get one Pokemon from one area. You have part of the game is collecting a bunch of them. Welcome to the Pokemon Research Lab. I presume that you heard about the Pokedex registration prize. You've completed the 5 Pokemon challenge? Well done. Head on up to the 3rd floor. Our acting director will give you your prize as promised. She looks so robotic there, and I'm not sure if it's the A pose that she's got going on, or the dead eyes, but it was one of those two. That short-sighted nitwit. That stupid mayor's poured even more money into this ridiculous urban village development plan. Sure, great. More Pokemon. Love it. I just can't throw them into a wild zone and call it a day. No, you gotta have scientists survey and study these things to figure out what's safe. But you can keep up with all the work when they keep adding wild zones every single time I turn around. I'm gonna eat myself a gummy worm really quickly. I've been staring at them from across my desk like for the past like 20 minutes. These photos are Professor Sycamore, the previous director of the research lab. Even though they're just photos, they seem to give off a whiff of cologne. Oh, looks like we have a visitor. You here on your lonesome? Yeah, well, technically I'm not alone. Of course you're not. You have your Pokemon, huh? I'm the acting director here. Call me Mabel. Okay, Pine Tree. If you came all this way to see me, then I guess that you'll be here about the prize. Of course that's why. Now let's see what you've managed to accomplish. Before you say, yes, I know that Pine Tree was her brother. So far you've caught, 6 whole species. Well, look at that. I've been hoping for someone like you would turn up. What do you mean? Oh, you want to know, do you? Then I'll explain the whole mess. See, whatever reason, I've been seeing this influx of wild Pokemon within Lumio City lately. And that's what led to the construction of all these wild zones, so they could live safely in the city. So, but I can't keep up with all the work. I couldn't even tell you what species are on the rise lately. But now that you've shown up, you've had what it takes to complete our challenge because you're clearly curious about Pokemon. You're just the type we need to help with our survey work. And you will help, right? Yeah? So kind of you. Somehow I just knew you would agree. Since I'm Mabel, we'll call this Mabel's Research. And starting now, I'll be sending you all kinds of research requests. Understood? Good. In fact, I've already got some things I want you to check out for me. I'll send you the details. You received new research requests from Mabel. Now that we're working together and all, I guess I can tell you I made up this whole promotion thing to trick folks into doing my research work. Doing the work earns you research points. So look at that, you've already got some. In fact, you've earned enough to go from a level 1 researcher to a level 2. It's a red letter day. As a reward for increasing your research level, you get an amazing prize after all. Press X to open up the menu, check Mabel's research, and claim your rewards from me. Yeah, Mabel's research. Earn yourself enough for the TM Rock Smash. This might already also lowered the defense stats. Your reward for researching the next research level will be TM for Mud Shot. It's a ground type special move that lets you douse your opponents in mud so they move slower. Complete more tasks for me, and you can keep raising your research level, earning yourself more lovely prizes. The emphasis on the word more felt weird. It's like, more. My research advances. You learn more about Pokemon. We both come out winners. And that TM I just gave you, you could use it to instantly teach a Pokemon the move that's on it. TMs could be used over and over as many Pokemon as you'd like to. See how nice I am? Not every Pokemon can learn every move out there, naturally. Anyway, good luck. Get out there and learn all about our new Pokemon neighbors for me. So, first things first. The way that the Legends games works, is a very loosey-goosey way of doing moves. So we go over to a Pokemon and we hit right Z, and then we can not only go to available moves that it would normally learn, but the second tab is available TMs. As you can see, Rock Smash is learnable by Bunnelby. So what we're going to do is that we're going to place Rock Smash right there, going to rearrange Tackle right there, and Leer right there. I am, as I mentioned, super anal about this particular thing right here. And that is, I need to have moves. I need to have my moves in a certain place, or else it looks weird. The way that it's going to work is I'm going to have a physical attacking move right there, a special attacking move right there, a move of a different type right there if I need it, and a category for a status affliction move. And sometimes it's like type 1, type 2, and then a third type that I can also throw into there, and then and then one of those. Sometimes I'm gonna need 2 status affliction moves. Sometimes I have like a fighting type move and then like 2 of the elemental punches, because I'm not gonna need the space for a special attacking move, you know? See, very simple. I am very anal about the way that I have my move set up every single time. Doesn't matter which game it is. Like, I need to have it there. So, lobby. A jacket with Team MZ's logo? MZ. I don't know why MZ just sounds so cooler than MZ. You wouldn't happen to be Anna. How do you know? So the new member who Urbane is so pleased to have aboard. I recognize you by the jacket. I mean, I'm the one who embroidered that logo on it. My name's Naveen, and I'm another member of Team MZ. So we're teammates, I suppose. So you had business in the lab helping out with Mabel's research. I'm surprised you found anyone willing to help, but I suppose it's not that big of a deal for you. After all, you fare better in ZA Royale than you have with your Pokemon learn a wide variety of moves. The TM you earn as rewards for helping with Mabel's research will come in handy for that. Now, about your outfit, it needs something. What do you think of this hat? You see the striped trilby. They gave me a white one because I'm feminine. The dude has the male version has a black and green hat, which looks a little bit better. No thanks is necessary, it wasn't my size. Oh, and if the jacket's not your size, feel free to change it into something else anytime. Anyway, I've gotta go. See you later. Hey, you get your prize? Yeah, it was a TM. Ah, so you got a TM for Rock Smash. Not bad. Guess doing Mabel's research was worth it. Try teaching that move to your new Bunnelby. Don't worry, I've already done that. Coming back to Hotel Z once you're done smashing boulders. Okay, so yeah, as they mentioned, Dark Smash. And if we revive, neat. There we go. Okay, boxes. Ah, dang it. Uh... Yeah, special attack, low speed. We actually got it. That's perfect. So we're gonna just select multiple. Release all the Pokemon that are right there. We don't need them. Change markings. Change moves. There we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Woo! Cool. Okay, I got Pidgey without actually having any sort of problems with it. Okay, so Okay, so Pidgey has a 1 in speed. Pidgeotto has a 2 in speed. And Pidgeot has a 3 in speed. Okay, that's pretty easy. Their worst stat is divided among special and physical attack. I think I'm gonna make the dump stat be special defense. Okay. Change markings. So, okay, so I just double checked. Mega Pidgeot has a thing where it gains amazingly high special attack. So what I want to do is actually have the special attack be high and then special attack be low. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm also gonna start doing this thing where whenever I get a new Pokemon, I'm gonna bring it over to box 8. I don't believe I'm able to... I don't think I'm able to do the thing from previous games where I'm able to rename boxes. But what I want to do is, at least for now, I want to try to prioritize Pokemon that have Mega Evolutions. And I would get rid of Bunnelby, but Bunnelby is useful. I really like Fletchling. Fletchling is like one of my favorite Pokemon, but I don't think Fletchling gets a Mega Evolution even like afterwards. Unless they recently added it, but I don't think they did. Nope. That's what it is. Okay, so it doesn't get a Mega Evolution, it gets a but it's how you get the Fire Z Crystal. Okay. But yeah, Fletchling not being that useful to me is kind of sad because I wanted to utilize all the signal spotting because you're on the train. Yeah, that's fine. Um so yeah, Bunnelby's still on the team because of that. I want to keep Fletchling. Sadly Scatterbug is gonna have to go into the box. It's the first boxed character, sadly. But now that we actually start having a team, I want to start naming them to show that I want to keep these Pokemon around. Again, it's so sad. I want to have a Fletchling on my team because you know, it's like I want to have it. Okay, so I'm trying to think of a good color that starts with the letter W that I first think of, and the only thing I could think of is wood. It was like, and there isn't just like one wood. You know, it's like the color for wood that most people think about is what's referred to as harvest, which is not which does not start with W. Uh Colors that start with with a W. Okay. And the winner is walnut. Walnut, which is a wooden sort of color. Uh, So, yeah, we're keeping Fletchling because having a fire type is pretty useful. And we need to have a Pokemon that could use Rock Smash. Because I would give that to Chartreuse, but the only problem with giving it to Chartreuse is that yeah, giving it to Chartreuse would probably be a little bit bad. I want to actually have Chartreuse have like good moves. So we have Walnut and then we have Mareep. I think the color that I gave it last time was Marigold. Marigold starts has an I in it. Yeah, Marigold has an I. Whew, okay. I caught it. And then Pidgey, which I think I call Pink because like you know, like it gets the like really long pink pink head crest. Okay. Whew. Nice. Mabel's research. Mudshot makes the targets move slowly. Prevents incoming attacks from landing. Reach the next research level, I'll treat you to Thunderfang. It's a electro-type physical move that lets you take a nice shocking chop at a target. Okay. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that. Yeah, Mudshot on that to fill that space out. Oh! Hey, Flip Baby. go. I know that Raichu now has it. I can't remember if Florges has Flabebe gets I'm starting with Flabebe first. Change moves. Okay, markings. Okay. Alright, that's not the one I wanted to do first. Change markings. Okay, so, you have to do this for each of the colors. Oh well, but, Flabebe gets one, special defense. Floette gets 2 special defense. Florges gets 3 special defense, and it does have a Mega, but it's not. It's specifically the other type. Okay, special defense, and then its stat spread says that its lowest thing is special attack, which is kind of interesting. It has high special attack, even higher special defense, and then it has low regular attack, so... This is that. And then, famously Pikachu, which I know is, special attack, but I just need to double check. Because who knows, I could have just been wrong. Sorry, I meant speed. It famously has a move that, like, its power goes up based off of speed. Okay. 1 speed evolves into Pikachu. Two speed when it evolves, and then when it evolves into Raichu, it gains 3 speed. Okay. Its worst stat is defense. Mega Raichu X gains a bunch of physical attack, and Mega Raichu Y gets a lot of special attack. That's kind of neat. So yeah, having its dump stat be defense, which doesn't really go up either way, but takes a hit. Takes a hit when it goes into Y, makes a lot of sense. Swap that over here. Okay. Pichu. A yellow color that starts with the with the letter P. Uh, hmm. Okay, and then we have the regular ones. Did Ash ever evolve as Pikachu in the anime? No. In fact, they even played into that with a joke in Sun and Moon. Because what happened is that Ash in Sun and Moon, you know, he wanted to reset. The entire thing was to reset him character-wise to being more of a kid. And the funny thing that happened because of that is that they had to basically make him restart from the beginning, and they gave him a Rowlet, and I was really excited because as you know, Flash, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time is Decidueye. Oh, I did not mean to throw a Great Ball. And so what happened is that, like, the Rowlet shows up, and then almost immediately swallows an Evo Stone, so that it can never evolve. It was really funny. The end of that character arc with the Rowlet, by the way, is that yeah, the ending character arc of that Rowlet is that they gave him a is that an older Decidueye gave him some of his like old feathers and made a little Decidueye coat for him. Let me see if I could find the image really quickly. Uh, let me pull it up for stream. 1 second. Yeah, look at this thing. It's so cute. It's such a cute little design. I love it. It's all the cuteness of Rowlet with all of the amazing design work of Decidueye. Oh, yeah, we've also got all the stuff that could appear in this wild zone right now. So I actually... do some shopping. I would like to buy a grand total of 30 regular Pokeballs, please. Now I go over to sell. I'm good. Okay. I like how we're already racking up like a lot of I keep stopping myself from just habitually just referring to it as pen Poke dollars. Is the funniest thing about that is that high attack, low speed, right. Almost got it. I would rather have the thing that has the up and the thing it's supposed to be. come back when you're done. Oh my gosh, are you serious? So, while I was out on my walk today, I stopped to grab food, and when I did that, I actually sat down to actually write some of my story out. I think, no, don't go the correct, don't go that way. You must, go the exact way that we need you to. So I've been spending the time where I've been stopping to eat to write a little bit more about one of my stories. And I think that's like one of the best ways to do it is to just is that I'm in the middle of exercising, I'm listening to music, I'm just like I'm just going through all of my paces, and then straight down this alley here. Thanks. It was covered with boulders until a little bit ago. And so I decided what I was gonna do was that I was gonna alternate between my different stories, and specifically on days that I was going to stream Pokemon, I'm going to specifically write more of my Pokemon story, which has been really fun. Welcome back. I've got us some good food. Let's have a bite. You ever dip fresh baked croissants in cafe au lait? Au lait? I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that in French. Get ready, it's so good. Nice. Starting to get used to Lumios. It can be bewildering at first. It's been a lot. The Wild Zones must have been a shock, right? I don't think the perfect model of how we humans and Pokemon can coexist or anything, but it's good that we have them. Urbane sitting here going, yeah, the homeless-proof benches are just a necessity. It even gives you a little hand rest, you know? Oh, you're getting pinged? Is that the Zeta? Zeta? I don't know why I keep wanting to pronounce Z-A as Zeta. Because, you know, in a lot of languages, Zed is how you say it, so it's Zeta. This is a promotion rank announcement for Trainer Anna from rank Z. Your next promotion match has been decided. You are to face Trainer Zach. The trainer who wins will be promoted to rank Y. To qualify for your promotion match, you must earn enough tickets to obtain a challenger's ticket. Promotion match time, huh? Challenger's ticket? Oh yeah, Challenger's ticket is what lets you compete in the promotion match. Once you earned enough ticket points, your Challenger's ticket shows up in the ZA app. Well, what's the promotion match? Well, it's exactly like it sounds. If you win the battle, you're promoted to the next rank in the ZA Royale. To earn ticket points, you gotta beat other trainers competing in the Royale. The types who hang out in the battle zones, you know? I'm sure you remember getting a taste of that battle zone last night. And it's getting late. And it's getting late. When night falls, a battle zone appears and the ZA Royale gets going. I'm gonna go wait outside. When you're ready to head out into the night, come find me. Take care not to push your Pokemon beyond their limits. Trust once broken is difficult to repair. Fair. Do you know what's still to this day my favorite thing? I saw this one image and it's a bunch of people in which their profile images were the default like this, and then it's the exact same angle and picture, but it's the guy Garchomp that you put right there. I'm like, that's hilarious. I love it. So, we're gonna go on to chapter 4 later. I need to take a short break. But I actually wanted to talk about the story I've been working on. So, to kind of explain what it is, in the shortest terms, is I'm currently writing effectively the occupation of Paris during World War II, but from the perspective of the main character who was a nursing student in the city, and I kind of like how it's going because there's a lot of like crossover between certain aspects about the Pokemon universe, but the one aspect about the Pokemon universe that has never actually been like gone into is the northern European regions. And so it's been a lot of fun just yeah, it's been really fun just kind of workshopping what to do with that. Um, I actually have pulled up right now. I can just look at it. Okay. So the whole idea, again, I'm not using like the actual word. Uh, I'm not using the actual name. So I'm replacing it with other names into it so it fits more with the line for Pokemon. So the regular army of trainers, uh, to match some of the contextual ideologies of it, adhere to what is known as the single-typed purity doctrine, in which they use a lot of physical attacking monotype Pokemon for their regular army. And so, uh, we did a little bit of research, and I came up with 3 Pokemon that actually really work well. So you have Mightyena, which, you know, works well for like canine units and like that kind of stuff. And then you have Ursaring, which which is a big hammer arm thrash, like very very like I need to get this door like I need to get this door off the wall like right now. And Conkeldurr, which is a good fighting type that because like in lore, Conkeldor and its entire line is all based off of like construction workers. And so Conkeldor as like a main fighting force in the military means that they can actually set up outposts pretty easily. And like all that kind of stuff. Uh yeah, represents the industrial labor or whatever. But the really cool part is that like I also needed like not just like the regular army, but also the covert part of the army for like more like infiltrator type characters. So uh, so while the main army force is physical damage types like fighting, the the special operatives are that like gather data and like do like covert assassination type stuff. Like their whole thing is special damage types. So you have Espeon, which you know, high attack, high speed. Uh, the is like is like mostly used as like one of the one of the major characters from it is a defector. So he has the standard Espeon, but uh which is like is supposed to be like a sign of like of his allegiance to that side, but like I kind of like what I have what I did here. Because the main character has an Umbreon, so even though it's supposed to be like this like default choice, there is this cool like yin yang dynamic with uh between the two characters. And then we have like Miss Magius, which is a ghost. So like they're able to like infiltrate through walls and stuff. Which could be really terrifying for like a lot of like for like a lot of reasons that like because like a lot of the ways that people like hid in World War II is that they made no noise and stayed within like walls upon walls. But if something is literally able to see through walls and walk through them, like it makes it a lot harder to hide from your enemy. And and I'm not sure if I want to use this right now. Like it's up into the air right now of whether or not I think Porygon is a good Pokemon to use for the final one. Uh, Especially since I don't actually know like lore-wise when I should include Porygon Z into it because it feels like that Porygon as a Pokemon should be a lot more newer than, the 1930s. One second, I need a drink. But yeah, um, and I love how this kind of came out. So you have the main you have the main country which is Stall Stalwart and then you have the actual like military officers which refer to themselves as the Iron Pact, which I love the name. I'm not gonna lie. There is something really cool about just something so simple like that. And and when I was workshopping it, something came up and I'm like, you know what? Perfect. even though there is a purity doctrine, the elites are able to use dual types because steel perfects whatever it touches, you know? And so, like, you have Bisharp, which is like military, very military official, like, very sleek design, very sleek Pokemon, like very like no nonsense when it comes to that. Uh, Especially like if someone like from upper up, um, has something like King Gambit. There we go. That was the name of it. That was the evolution. And so you then have Aggron, which is you know, the ultimate defensive wall. And then you have Metagross, which is actually pretty interesting. In my story, I have this like whole thing about like about um about uh about something that is referred to as what is being referred to as steel poisoning. And no one really knows what it is, but there are but several doctors have been called in to try to figure out how to mitigate non-steel Pokemon developing steel-like growths on their body. And they're trying to figure out like how to mitigate it, because in reality it's because several military officers are injecting straight metal into lower ranked people's Pokemon to give them more strength and more defense and that stuff like that. And in my story, the way they get all that metal is something that, let me see. Let me scroll back into my notes. I have it somewhere up in here. I have it somewhere in here. It's somewhere in here. But, oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, I don't think I actually wrote it down on this one. I have to actually go over to the to my other page on that. Okay, so the thing that I wrote, down is a very is a very cool thing that I added into this world's lore. Um, okay, so this is what I literally wrote, okay? They enhance Pokemon with what is referred to as, so you have like Metal Coat, and Metal Coat just like is like normal, is like a normal like polishing steel type of thing, which you could just pull out of the ground. Tenhelium is a bluish gray steel that when they bolt it onto Pokemon or inject it straight into them, gives them a +1 boost to all stats. So like a +1 boost is sorry, a weird way of phrasing it, but like, it enhances, you know, it enhances all their stats. But if they bolt a bunch of metal straight to the Pokemon, you could basically double all their stats. But the problem is that even putting a little bit of it onto a Pokemon makes them harder to control. The only reason that you would ever give a Pokemon heavy armor is you want them to be an autonomous drone. To just like drop them into a war zone and just leave them there. And when I wrote this down, I became like I became like so happy with this because it's such a cool idea. Okay? Most people, even in the military, believe that the way that they're getting Tanhelium is in the northern reaches of a Stalwart is a mining operation. But what it actually is a mass breeding farm for Beldum. And what they're doing is that they're just mass farming a bunch of Beldum, stripping them for all of their metal, and then attaching this living psychic metal to Pokemon because Metagross was like the sign of the royal family of before, so they're using the like bluish gray metal as like a sign of nationalist fervor. And it's this interesting parallel between it that I actually really enjoy. That like I got so excited when I wrote it because it's so unbelievably dark that I don't think I'm ever actually gonna write down in the story exactly what this is. But to have it be this background element that you can kind of sense the vibe of it is fantastic. I have loved every single second like looking at this story. It's so fun. But yeah, I'm currently writing chapter 1 right now, which is let me find it. It's somewhere. Oh, I could just look it out on my phone. Okay, so what I'm currently writing right now is the backstory for the main character, who is I named Anna because of course I did. I'm a very simple person. I had to. If I don't have the main character be named Anna, it would feel weird to me. And she's heading to the Kalos region for learning how to be a medical. That she's going there to be a medical student with her Eevee. And the thing I just finished writing when I was sitting there was the backstory for where she got her Eevee, which is that her parents aren't like rich merchants from Paldea, but they at least had enough they had enough pull that when an auction came up in which city was it? I wrote it down. When it so in Porto Marinada, there's this there's a thing that happens sometimes, which is this what they refer to as a blind auction. And basically, they present a box, they say how much the box is worth, and then start from half of that cost. And then it's like, okay. So it's like, how much are you willing to get something that is how much are you willing to get something that might actually be like pretty good and like half off, you know? And what they got in a blind auction was an Eevee egg, which Anna's father said in not the best term of words. He's not very good with Paldean. He referred to it as a moment of a great moment of passing fortune, and so she named her Eevee, which eventually evolves into an Umbreon, Fortuna, which is a very cool name. And then of course, and of course he wears a golden cashmere scarf that is from the first run of choice items. So it's sort of like her graduation present is a little accessory that tells her to go after her dreams with full focus. And I loved writing it. I was sitting there and I was so happy. Man, like I could talk about my story for like literal hours with like ideas that have been like flowing into my head. Like I even went and did some research about like the events, like the real world events, like from like uh September of the previous year all the way through to like where they are. And I think I want the actual story to like take place over the course of like a few months before things actually like head off, because specifically chapter 5, which is everything I've had up to drafting out right now, it takes place in June 1940. Because I want everything up to I want 3 sets of 5 chapters that have yeah, 3 sets of 5 chapters that each have like a slight time jump between them. Oh man, it's so good. I love writing this story. It's so fun. We're almost at 2 hours right now, and we're about to uh do this. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of story that we did today, so I actually do kind of want to do that. Uh, I like how we both have the male and female, like, V-necks. It's kind of funny. Ew. Ew. I like the logo on the back. It's pretty good. Ugh, I'm so luminous. Ew. Okay. I'm trying to think of like what my overall like color scheme is going to be for this game. I was rolling with like green for a bit, and I think I want to keep that. Ready to get out there and officially compete in the ZA Real? Steeled yourself? Fit as I'll ever be. Great, you can do this. Here's a ZA Real tip. Once night falls, check your map. That red area on the map is tonight's battle zone. Oh, okay. Looks like it's the same spot as last night's, so you know the place already. Alright, battle zone. Here we come. You need 3 more trainers to fight. Okay. So you're diving into the ZA Real too, are you? We wouldn't have brought her on as a team member if she wasn't going to compete, Naveen. That's right. She's going to need some support from you guys too. Now, how about the Challenger's ticket you need? Since you're rank C, you'll need 1,000 ticket points to earn a Challenger's ticket. You should be able to earn that much by beating the trainers here in the battle zone. Inside the battle zones, if a Pokemon trainer spots you, it's battle time. And you got this. You and your Pokemon go rack up some points. And if anything happens to your Pokemon, come back to me for some healing. Don't forget, when morning comes, you're out of time. Yeah, good luck. Come and find me further in. I just noticed it's a 1 already. Nice. Keep it up and send these trainers packing. Want a tip? Listen, Anna, if someone sees you first, they'll get a jump on you in battle. If that happens, you may not be able to do anything at first because of the shock. So try to sneak up and nice and quiet, and then boom, hit him. Get the first hit off. You'll have a big upper hand. Here's a potion in case you need it. In return, I really want to see you cook it. Oh look! See that trainer down there? Their back turned? Now's your chance. Sneak up and get off in the first attack. Trying to avoid using the actual, like... There you go. Nice, you're doing great. One more W should get up to 1,000 points. You had to heal your Pokemon? Yep. Your buds look happy and healthy. Winning Pokemon battles in battle zones will earn you prize medals. Your prize money at the night will be rewarded based on how many medals you've actually collected. So, just watch out. If you lose a battle, then you'll have your medals taken from you. I think it would be wise to avoid picking fights with high-ranked trainers. I recommend giving your Pokemon a citrus berry to hold. Waiting for him to turn around. You've accumulated 1,000 points. The Challenger's ticket entitles you to compete in a promotion match. Please proceed to the promotion match. Let's go! You did amazing! So did Chartreuse. Now you've got your Challenger's ticket. Nice! Now you can fast travel. Bonjour. Here, brain. 1 second. Yo, did you check your Challenger's ticket already? You can see in the ZA Royale app. So, now I can take on another trainer of your rank in a promotion match. They got the ticket too. I'm impressed you got this far so quick. Let's get your promotion match in before morning comes. Your opponent, Zach, ought to be in the taxi lot down the street. Heal up your party at the Pokemon Center. Maybe buy a potion for good measure. Then go on ahead to the taxi lot and I'll wait for you. Don't worry, already got that. Urbane, I am right in front of a shiny thing. Do not stop me from getting that shiny thing. Please. Oh my gosh, thank you. See? Through sheer stubbornness, I have acquired a shiny thing. Zach's a taxi driver, as far as I know. Should be here waiting for fares. There, that's him. Zach's got a lot of promotion matches. Notice I said fought in, not won. Ah, I take it, Your Honor. One more kid searching for the glory of the wild. Rakkus ZA Royale Battlegrounds, huh? Sounds simple, doesn't it? You started at rank C, and you climb to rank A. You'll learn, kid. You'll learn how much easier it is said than done. It's you against every other Pokemon trainer who wants to be the strongest in Lumios. Now, let's get our promotion match started now, shall we? Bon a chance to both of us. You can do this. I know you can. Even your Pokemon know you can. I like how he also has default red. I suppose you think you're gonna win. Climb over me to reach the next rank. Pizza gâteau? Well, I won't make it easy on you, because this taxi driver is a taxi dream. Oh, has a taxi dream, and that's gonna be rank A and abolish all forms of transit in Lumios, except for taxis. What a weirdo. I cannot handle public infrastructure. Okay, Zach. Although it is very apt that a guy from Paris wants to get rid of the train network. Oh my gosh, I love making that joke so much. Like, people I know at this point have gotten sick of me saying it lately. So the interesting thing is that, oh, they can evolve. The interesting thing is that you can only use one item on a Pokemon, and then you have to wait for it to recharge. It's actually a really neat mechanic. I like it. It makes it so that item spam doesn't work as effectively. this last one loses, I'll be stuck in rank Z, but I believe in my Pokemon. Use Leer to make it lose defense. Mud Shot. You went for a status move instead of actually hitting me. That's unfortunate. This is my 100th time watching an opponent get promoted instead of me. I lose again, and that makes 100 times I've lost a promotion match. This is why they call me Les Éternels. Yeah! Your victory is confirmed. Congratulations. Now processing your promotion. You've been promoted to rank Y. You chose your moves well, and even took position of your Pokemon into account. That was one well-fought Pokemon battle. Emma, hi! You're a new face. Nice to meet you, trainer. My name's Emma. I'm a detective who's been entrusted with the task of protecting the peace in Lumio City. Do you mind introducing me to your friend here, Urbane? Yeah, this is Anna. Team MZ's newest member. Oh, that makes sense. I only saw a bit of your promotion match. Just happened to pass by while I was investigating a suspicious Pokemon. Based on what I saw, Team MZ's got to find a new trainer. I bet Az is a police too. Not that his face would give it away. By the way, Urbane, I'm afraid I haven't found any leads on the person you were looking for. I just want to let you know. But I've got to be heading back now, so have a good night. She runs like a ninja, it's very funny. Irma's the top detective in Lumio City and a super talented Pokemon trainer. She says you're good, you know that you're doing great on it. Anyway, now I've got your promotion and everything, I think it's time to call it a night too. Yeah, each prize medal is worth 10 right now. Hotel Sweet Hotel. We're back to Urbane. When we're headed back to the hotel, would you at least let us know? Do you? How was your first taste of competing in the Zero Royale, Anna? It tastes like victory, I guess. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. You're a natural. I agree, Lita, but let's not be hasty, lest we forget the opponent was Zach, the Eternal. You wouldn't be running in our parade like that if you'd seen the match, Naveen. Anna has a serious potential, and I can tell that she's gonna shoot straight up the ranks. Yeah, for real. She's basically a brand new Pokemon trainer and still won a promotion right away. That's big. Team NZ is headed straight to the top. Oh, do you know what the initials MZ in our team name mean, Anna? I have no idea. Oh, it's for Mega Evolution, and the Z is from Hotel. Oh, did Anna fare tonight? Hey, AZ. I think we will be able to protect the future of Lumios with Anna around. Whoa, Urbane. You're that confident? Well, even Amma has some good things to say about her. You met Emma, did you? She's a remarkable Pokemon trainer. If only she could have also joined our efforts, but she has her own work to carry out. We must hope that that enough competition will forge us for the strongest Mega Evolution user. Then, the city's Pokemon and people might finally rest easy. I hope that you will also contribute to these efforts, Anna. Can I say something? Sorry, I had the yawn. Also, I have to pause for a second. 1 second. Okay, now I'm back. There we go. I'm so hungry. Yeah, I agree, Lita. I'm looking at my sandwich like the whole time. The pantry's contents are yours to use, as ever, though I myself will retire for the night. Alright, leave the chefing to me. Would you make something normal, please? I'm good with literally anything as long as it's ready soon. You may want to be a bit more specific or else. Well, you know what you'll get. Bon appetit. Is this curry? What's so confusing? It's my brainchild. Croissant curry. I created it to be the hotel's sought-after signature dish. It pairs Lumios's delectable croissants with the Galar region's legendary curry to unlock the full potential of both. That sends my appetite into overdrive. I get you cooking forever, babe. I reject that monstrosity altogether. You say that every time, but you seem to polish off anything I cook. I was raised better than to let food go to waste. You can be so particular, Naveen. Maybe it's because you're Lumio's born and raised. I eat many other things, but I draw the line at croissant curry. Sorry about all this hubbub, Anna. But for real, I'm glad you showed up here. Yeah, big same. Having you around makes me feel like things might work out for us. I'm just glad to be here. I can't wait to see everything you're capable of. Now, let's eat. Also, I love how Naveen is just like, I would rather eat just stale, regular bread. Thank you very much. Next day, your alarm is going off. Do I want it out of tonight? Yeah. I was looking at my food. Like, I've let it, sit there for a bit too long. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm good for the night. We've also been going for 2 hours. I think 2 hours for a single game is pretty good. Um, okay. We're gonna we're gonna end it off for Pokemon right now. I actually wanted to do one other thing really quickly.